And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And this week we've got the results from TLC.
Yeah, we do.
Some news.
Nothing important.
No.
Not like there are any releases or rumors going on.
Nope, none of those things.
Nothing.
All
This
right.
is going to be a really short, probably like 30 minutes show.
So, yeah, let's just get into the results then.
Yeah,
because that's the bulk of the show.
The bulk of the show. And honestly, TLC was more enjoyable than it originally was going to be.
Yes.
But it's still, compared to Hell in a Cell, it was not even close to as good as Hell in a Cell was.
No. Yeah, personally,
there's too much to talk about TLC.
Yeah, I enjoyed TLC.
Oh yeah, so did I.
At first I was like, this is going to be, just another episode of Raw, because both of them are going to be 3 hours long.
Yep.
And then the changes happened on
Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we were like, okay, now there's a reason to watch.
That is a reason to watch. For me, there was a reason to watch because I originally wasn't gonna watch, even sure I was gonna watch the show.
I mean, for me the big one was I only had the one draw of Asuka's debut.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll pay attention to that. The cruiserweight thing I don't care about right now.
We knew that Enzo was gonna get the belt back on him. A second cruiserweight title match, a cruiserweight match was just to fill out the card because of the roster. Oh God, let's not even go there yet. But it just wasn't exciting.
No, there was no big draw going on.
And then all of a sudden, Roman's out, Angle's wrestling, and AJ Styles is flying up from South America, to get there Sunday
to fill in for Bray. I was like, wait, what?
So, and I can't tell you how many times they said that throughout TLC, what AJ Styles was doing.
Yeah.
They constantly said...
he just flew in last night.
Like, you're going to be... And even AJ said, you're going to be first... You're the first match of the card in South America. I can't remember where they were.
Chile? Santiago.
Like, you're the first match. You're going to shower, get on a plane, back to the States.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, they could have simply said, you're just going to come home now, but they figured that obviously there was enough time. They basically said, we're sending a WWE jet for you, basically is what they meant. It's like, we're not going to get you on a plane and then risk you getting delayed. No, we're sending you one of our own.
All right, so let's get right into the TLC
pre-show matchup. Who won that one?
Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox.
And who won that?
That'd
be me, because I guessed right.
We both guessed right on this one.
I thought you picked Fox.
No, we both picked Banks for this one.
I swore you picked Alicia Fox for some reason.
I'm always complimenting on her Northern Lights suplex.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? This is a little side note. In WWE 2K18, Alicia Fox is in the game.
Yeah.
But if you make a female character, you can't use the name Alicia.
Okay.
Fox is a last name, a surname, but you can't use Alicia's not in the name. Maybe I'm wrong that she's actually in the game, but I swear she's in the game.
Okay, that's weird.
But yeah, that's weird. Anyway, we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, it was on the pre-show. I didn't actually watch it.
Neither did I.
So, yeah. Can't make any comments on how good or bad it was.
I guarantee you one thing, though.
What?
I guarantee that Sasha Banks was the best person in that ring. Probably not looking as good as she normally does because she's in there with Alicia Fox.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I knew.
But the one thing that really surprised me was the fact that Emma and Asuka kicked off the show.
Oh, yeah, that was a surprise.
And Asuka's entrance was surprisingly electrifying.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's her entrance she's been doing since she debuted.
I know, but like there was a weird buzz. I mean, the crowd was super into it at the Target Center in Minneapolis.
When she's first debuting, you don't really hear a lot of reaction to it.
No.
But when you actually watch what people are doing in there, they might not be standing up because why are you standing? The people, barely people understand stand up for entrances anymore.
Right.
Unless you're The Rock,
Yes.
John Cena,
Okay.
maybe Triple H these days,
I'd pop for him.
and Undertaker.
Well, who wouldn't?
This guy. No.
You'd be the one purposely cross your arms, stay seated, and be like, no, he gets nothing from me.
He lost to Roman Reigns.
He put Roman over.
Miller.
He gets nothing from me now.
No more. but so no.
And then halfway through, you're like, all right, yay!
Oh, no,
I love you.
And like, why are you standing up? Do you see the WrestleMania? Do you see how long that ramp is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
It's like, I'm not standing for him to walk that entire ramp. It's gonna be 15 minutes before we even get to the match.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
sta-
save myself.
I'll stand for the match, for part of the match, but I'm not standing for this entrance. His match is already long enough, and that ramp is just making it way too long.
He gets to the ring, you finally stand up, and you're like, yeah! Half the crowd is already tired from cheering.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah! Like, and of course, I'm right behind the ring, so you see everyone's kind of dying, and I'm just like, yeah! You see them like, jump up, like, yeah!
You're the one dude going way too nuts.
He's like, who is sitting? He's like,
Yeah.
and people are like, he's like, and then like, you see a commentary. Well, that guy apparently woke up. And he's like, and he put up a sign. I was waiting for him to get to the ring, or ramp too long. I'm so glad when the Undertaker went back up at the end of the show.
It was
He
like
only
halfway.
went halfway up. That was
like, oh, thank you.
Thank God. But yeah. So, but yeah, it was just electrifying. The one thing, I get what they were trying to do with Asuka, with Emma. Emma got off way too much offense, and I'm glad that she looked great.
Oh, she looked way better than usual.
Because, which just goes to show you what she can do in the ring, because
Right.
she's always been good. But the thing was, they were, the reason they did it was to make the mind frame of this is not NXT anymore.
Yeah.
This is the main roster, because Vince McMahon had to have that. Main roster is better than NXT.
Of course. Much like if you bring somebody over from any other company, main roster is better than whatever they did someplace else.
Yeah.
Even the jobber who hasn't won in 300 matches.
Yeah. Who's now currently WWE champion.
Yeah.
And a strong WWE champion.
God damn it.
But the mind frame, that mind frame, so I get that. It was a little too much.
Yeah.
They could have kept that whole mind frame going and had get a little less offense in to make Asuka look a little bit more dominant.
Right.
But the same thing happened with Nakamura.
Right.
He didn't come out, and that was a mistake. They corrected that with Asuka the very next night on Raw, because Triple H probably said, you did the same thing to Nakamura, and look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Not to Asuka. Fix this. I can see Triple H walking into Vince McMahon's office saying, fix this.
Oh, yeah.
And Vince McMahon was like, okay.
All right. Fine.
Because I ignored his wishes, probably to put her on SmackDown. But anyway, it was a great match. It was a better debut than it could have been. I was just waiting for the time. It was one time I was just waiting for Emma to win, and basically to say, "This is main roster, girl."
Screw anything you've ever done before.
Yeah. I was waiting for it. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but there's times I was like, I could see Vince saying, "I'm just gonna screw with this." But no, I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunn wanted to do that.
Probably.
He was probably the one behind, Emma needs to get more offense in. Now, if this was Becky Lynch,
it would have been the opposite.
He would have been like, she needs to get more offense in, but she's not allowed to say anything.
She can't say anything.
Not even growls. Because I don't like the accent on the growl. There's no accent on the growl. Yes, there is. I
can hear it.
My left tooth can hear it.
But only left tooth. Right tooth is cool with it.
Yeah, right tooth is actually turned on about it. Which is kind of freaks him out when the white tooth actually speaks up. Because white tooth is so laid back, he doesn't really talk that much.
I know. But left tooth has anger issues.
Yeah. Angry, masturbatorial with big sweaty men.
Yeah, there's weird things going on with this guy.
Yeah.
With this tooth, I mean.
His tooth. That control Kevin Dunn.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we both picked Asuka because
course.
it's the sensible choice.
Yeah.
And then on Monday she did it again.
As much as I would love to see, I love Emma. God bless you in your future endeavors.
Yeah, because as of today, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been released.
Yeah.
She
probably requested because she wasn't getting done anything, which I don't blame her. Go to the I don't know, like Stardom, I think is one of the all women's feds in Japan.
probably.
Go over there, do something,
Yeah,
make a name, come back.
exactly.
Come back when Triple H is in charge. He'll use you correctly.
Yes, he will.
But,
Or he'll purposely bury you because at that point you haven't actually gotten any better. One or the other.
I don't think so. There's only one person I could see Triple H ever really want to bury if he came back.
Who?
CM Punk.
I don't know.
But I don't think CM Punk would come back. He'd have something written into the contract that any promises he was made must be fulfilled.
I mean, then again, Triple H may look at him and go, dude, I understand what you did. Mm-hmm. I understand that that's your character. And we're going to play that character now. Yeah. And we're not going to keep randomly peeking the curtain back to see that character. That character is there's going to be no curtain behind him.
Yeah.
You're going to be the guy who just permanently breaks kayfabe around here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That would be awesome to have a character that does that.
Oh my. They're trying to do that with Ziggler, but...
but like CM Punk could be that guy.
But see, the thing is though, Ziggler's character is supposed to be breaking kayfabe by being kayfabe. Which doesn't work.
No, that's not how you do it.
No. Anyway,
so the second match was Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. The moment that I saw like the match being prepped and everyone coming out, I was like, well, I picked wrong. Like they were just doing entrances and I was like, I've picked wrong on this one.
Did I pick wrong on that one?
Yes,
that's what I thought. I thought I picked them well, I guess Adam got. So based on that, I picked all your picks apparently wrong because I swore you picked Alicia Fox. I swore you picked Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann.
But the moment that I saw them coming in, I was like, these guys are the faces. They're the heels. The heels are losing tonight. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, great. It was a good match.
No, but there was a very much an overlying theme that the heels were losing. Yeah. No matter who's the heel in the going into the matchup, they were losing tonight.
Except for Enzo.
I know. God damn it. But who cares? It's the cruiserweights.
Yeah, I know. But no, I do like how Jack Gallagher has been wrestling in like a suit.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really like. He was more of a suit person when he came out. He just had like the Speedos and then it's like weird like rainbow color in between the black. He just didn't. I don't know.
He's a little too pasty.
Yeah.
To be able to pull off the Speedos.
But not just that. Well, so is Sheamus, but
yeah, but Sheamus is so far pasty that somehow you're just like, you have reached that level of contradiction that people just accept.
No, it's not that. Well, that's probably true too. But at the same time, we've seen it for so long.
Yeah.
That we're just gonna it's just Sheamus.
It's Sheamus.
He's never going to have.
He's shameless.
Yeah. But so I do like the fact that they kind of went with this one. I would like to see more of a wrestling version of it.
Yeah.
Versus actually let him come out in that, but then come off into more like maybe like Triple H's pedigree type.
Oh, okay.
Like the pants, like something like that.
Just not the super fluffy T-shirt.
Yeah.
or shirt.
Yeah.
That was
like
too much ruffles.
What he wore to the ring. That could be his ring entrance, and then he strips down to like the pants, more of like a pant, like a fancy gentleman pant leg.
Oh yeah.
Tights. No
like
shirt.
He wears now.
Or maybe like a shirt that is similar, but like it's not full. I don't know. You know what I mean.
But yeah, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander got the win on this one.
So this is one of my two I lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say, this was actually a pretty decent match.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was watching it, and I was like, I'm actually engaged. I knew nothing
dude.
about the setup.
Neither did I. I didn't know. I was like, why is he with Brian Kendrick?
Oh, and then they show that.
Yeah, I was like, I thought he was a good guy. Oh, he turned. Okay.
He turned and started helping Brian?
Okay. Sure, why?
You know what?
I'm going to buy into it because you know what?
I like it.
It gave him something to do, and honestly, I don't pay attention to this, so good. It works for me.
Something, and it's now something that I want to pay attention to. I
No.
want to see where that kind of leads to, hopefully, a match between Gallagher and Kendrick, which would be awesome, and/or an attempt at a cruiserweight tag team that can have a legitimate shot at the tag team titles, incorporating the cruiserweights into the rest of the Raw roster.
Why would you do that? Why not just bring some cruiserweight tag team titles in?
Because you're separating it even further.
Well, duh. They're called the cruiserweight division for a reason.
Ah,
That's Vince McMahon's mind frame
I
behind everything.
know. And then, so next up was the Raw Women's title match with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss.
My Lexi won.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I do like the fact that. Can I just say this?
Yes.
Alexa Bliss's promo before the match,
Yeah.
when they were talking about her butt, and Alexa Bliss was just like, "I like my butt.
Yeah.
I think it's cute." And she's just like this kind of like girly, like.
Oh, she gets super girly.
Yeah, she's just like girly. And she's like, "I like it. I think it's cute." I was like, "Oh my god, I love you." Like I'm just like, why we need more character people like she's a bitch, but then she has these little moments. It's like, I like how I think it's cute.
I am purely comfortable with who I am and what I am.
Yep. I'm like, more people are like that. If Vince McMahon would let Sasha Banks be the boss from NXT,
I know.
she'd be running both divisions.
Exactly.
She'd be what Vince wants from Roman Reigns to basically be the champion of both brands without being on both brands.
I know.
The boss, Sasha, could do that.
Yeah.
And still only be on Raw.
I know.
If she would let her be the boss.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Overall, I really enjoyed this match. It was a very decent back and forth.
It was a good match. There were some spots that definitely showed you the experience level between the two.
Yes.
But the thing is, we've said this before. We always see this in Alexa Bliss's matches. Always. She's still green.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. She's only been wrestling for like 4 or 5 years.
I know.
And to be at the level she already is, at that level, and never wrestling anywhere else.
Oh, which means that that she, talent-wise, can only go up.
Yeah.
Unless she suddenly plateaus, and then
I don't think so.
that would be terrible.
The only way she plateaus is they suddenly switch her to like babyface and don't let her. Did what they did to the Miz.
Yes.
When they did the babyface, and she completely changed her character. Instead of being the exact same character, now she's just being cheered,
Right.
and she's going at the heels instead of the baby faces.
Yeah.
That's it. But it was a good match.
I see her possibly being the next Lita.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, which means that who's going to be our Trish Stratus?
That's a good one.
I know, because right now you have 4 or 5, easily 5 to 6 women spread over the entire division who could all be the champs. Like they're all that level of talent, and it's just they're so good. You've got Charlotte.
No, I'm gonna disagree with you. She's not the next Lita.
Okay.
She's the next Trish Stratus.
All right.
Because she has a comparable background to Trish.
I would have, personally, I like the parallels between her and Mickey. And early Mickie James, where
I actually say the thing is she compares to both of those.
I know.
Really things because when Trish Stratus came in, she had no wrestling background.
No, none at all.
And she became one of the best, and arguably the best women wrestler in WWE's history, because let's face it, she didn't wrestle anywhere else.
No.
So we can't really compare her outside of WWE, but in the WWE, she was still good. She could hang with anyone.
Yeah.
Who has been outside there. So she became there. And Alexa Bliss came in. She has a very acrobatic cheerleading background. So she's already limber, which beats half the people who don't have, even if they come from other sports.
Yes.
She's at the level of limber you need to be a really good pro wrestler to be some of these moves.
Right.
And we're like a football player, a basketball player. They're limber in different ways, but those ways don't really apply well over to a wrestling.
No, not always.
If you want to be the way that you be to the point where you're so limber, if you hit just right, you won't get hurt because you're so damn limber. So that's the thing. She had that background. and she just has that strive to be the best that she is learning. I think we're looking at the person who may beat Trish Stratus's record of 7
Okay.
wins,
Yeah.
because she already has 4
I know.
in 2 years, in less than a year of being.
I know.
Because in December she'll be a year when she won her first championship.
Damn.
So she's held the title 4 times. Wow, that remembers of someone that happened over a year ago. Oh wait, this was over a longer period of time. Okay, so it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Charlotte and Sasha situation.
No. But the thing that works. So I definitely great to see what she does, what she's doing. I cannot wait though. As much as I love the bad Alexa Bliss, I can't wait to see what they do when she becomes a babyface. I think she'll explode.
Oh, probably.
So
after this, we got an Elias segment, which, quite frankly, I straight up skipped. I didn't really care.
The first time, it was cool. The first time,
the very first one, I was like, "All right, this is odd."
When I saw Jason, I'm like, "Why is he doing that?" And they explained they had an exchange like with Kurt on pre-show. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Maybe I'm like, we're doing this again, and then we had a final one for a match. I'm
yeah.
Like, really? I'm like,
all this was just to set up a match happening.
I knew as soon as that was the second time, like, we're getting a match,
an
unscheduled match
that they didn't tell us about.
Like, we have too much time left over. We need another match in here.
No, but it makes sense because you know that they probably had to cut the TLC match down with having Roman out. And probably the Finn Bray were probably originally scheduled to go a little longer.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it was already a 25-minute match.
That match should have gone a little bit longer.
Yes.
Because it would have been even better than it already is. And we'll get to that match in a few minutes, but oh well.
You know what? Cruiserweight title, Enzo won. All right, moving on.
Yeah,
it was kind of a boring match.
Oh, it was. I wonder why. And it wasn't just because Kalisto was in there.
No, he was actually a highlight.
I know, ironically. And it was Enzo. It's like,
yeah.
And he won. I was expecting his stable that I don't know if he still has a stable, if it was just that one time thing to interfere, who beat down Kalisto on Raw before TLC. Yeah. But then we got the poke eye and then the the cheap.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, whatever.
Then the Jaw Donzo.
I'm just so happy. Let's just put it this way. I'm just happy we got a shorter match than we got when he won it at, what was the No Mercy?
Yes.
When it was, obviously he was going to win, and they just kept dragging it out and out and out. And he wins by a low blow before. Oh, God, that was unbearable.
It was. But now we've gotten on to the match of the night.
Yeah, we did.
AJ versus Finn. I actually took notes on the match.
Wow.
Because it was that good.
Kind of, it was on a WWE level of Kenny Omega and Okada.
No.
For WWE. We're not
for
talking about
WWE, the possibility of this match happening is on that level. What actually happened is below it.
No, I'm talking about like if you take comparable levels. Like what would the level of the Kenny Omega match for New Japan with Okada?
No.
But no, taking that level. But this was outside WWE.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't take that kind of similar standards for WWE. It's not, which
it
should be a lot higher, but it's not.
It was more along the lines of Omega Okada 3.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not Wrestle Kingdom, and definitely not.
Well, see, I'm trying to bring
Osaka.
I'm trying to bring what that level was for New Japan,
that
and everyone else outside of WWE, bring it into a WWE standards, which we all know is lower.
Right.
Because what they keep
that you're looking at something like the Iron Man match on Raw.
Yeah, Iron Man match between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, yeah, stuff like that.
Oh no, I was thinking there was Angle had one
with Shawn Michaels.
No, maybe.
No one I remember of Angle being in a Iron Man match was with Brock Lesnar.
Yes, that one.
That was okay.
But that
was a good match, but it was not. The one with John Cena and Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay.
The hour-long match of Shawn Michaels and
Okay, yeah,
was a lot
that
better.
one. I was actually saying like a straight up Iron Man match, but no, that Shawn Michaels John Cena match.
Yeah.
That is what you would have been getting out of Omega Okada
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
this
I
was
can-
more the Omega Okada 3.
because it makes a little bit more sense because they couldn't do the 60-minute one during the what was the tournament?
Uh,
The climax. G1 climax tournament.
yeah, they didn't have a 60-minute. That was their. That's Omega Okada 3.
Yeah. Well,
It was
it was-
27 minutes.
It was three. It was three because it was during the tournament. It was the third time together.
Yes,
But it was really. I don't think if we get another title match,
I don't think we're ever going to see another one.
I think we will.
It's gonna happen. It has to happen between now and Wrestle Kingdom then, which is not that.
I'm not, who,
I don't think
if Okada retains over Naito at Wrestle Kingdom,
it could happen
it's-
after that.
Yeah, but we'll.
I don't see that really happening.
I think so.
I would love to see Naito take it though.
He's probably gonna be the one who takes it.
Yeah, I know.
Which would be
Which is so weird because the character. I mean, we used to say that he was a great heel that purposely disrespected the belt that he had. He's kind of had a different tone to him for this upcoming since winning the G1 tournament.
Well, maybe because he's finally getting at the level he says he should be at. He feels he should be at.
He's finally being respected.
Yeah. He wasn't being. He's always been at this level, but he wasn't being treated that way.
Right.
So
Now he's
Yeah.
reached the top and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take this belt from you.
look,
Deal with it.
yeah. So we'll see, but yeah, AJ and Finn. Oh my. Okay, let's first off, let's just put it this way.
Yes.
When the little pre-match thing where we see AJ and Finn next to each other,
Yep.
and we see the demon there, AJ was losing.
Oh, of
We
course.
knew that. If it was just Finn up there and AJ, then we would have been more of a case AJ was going to possibly win, but we knew AJ was going to lose.
Well,
At least I did.
I also had a feeling that, because this was a Raw pay-per-view, AJ was going to lose anyway.
But you picked AJ.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Because I wanted AJ to win. That's all it was.
So did I, but we've only,
Doesn't matter.
we have how
I
many
just went with my want.
pay-per-views in the past since we started doing this that we wanted. We based on what we wanted and we were wrong.
I know.
Because Mr. Man doesn't give what we
I know.
want.
I know.
Because he doesn't give a shit what the fans
Exactly.
want.
So this match is actually the first time ever that the two of them have been in the ring together
Wrong.
in a match
Wrong.
against each other in singles.
Wrong.
Okay, when?
Because AJ said on Raw Talk that they actually have been in the ring, but he said it was like a nothing little small little arena.
Okay, because I actually scoured the internet for that, and there is no information that they've ever faced against each other.
Because, yeah, AJ said like he said it on Raw Talk.
Oh wow!
It's
It
like-
must have been literally just a
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't even this is a nothing indie
Yeah.
scene, and we're gonna have a match here.
And who knows how long ago that could have been.
Yeah, that could have been in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, who knows? So, AJ was starting to, right around the mid 2000s, was starting to get his name out there a little bit more. So was
Well, I mean, he
Prince
had
Fergal Divot.
Yeah,
before he
I mean-
became Prince Divot.
he did have the tryouts with WWE in what was it 2000 or 2001.
I think it was 2000 because in 2001,
Yeah,
when WWE bought out WCW, he was under contract with WCW.
Yes, he was.
and didn't get picked up.
He was not one of the ones picked up, and TNA formed very soon after, and he was one of the founding guys.
because Jeff Jarrett got fired at that time.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Breaking news on Jeff Jarrett. Oh, wait,
He got fired again.
He got fired again. We'll cover that in a second. Oh, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, wait, let's bring that up now.
Yeah, why not?
Breaking news. That was great. But yeah, no. So it was not according to AJ. So and he said it was like something small, like
So basically, under wrestling lore,
No, let's put it this way.
they've never had a major event. They've under wrestling lore, they've never been in the ring together.
Let's put it this way. Since AJ and Finn, or Prince Devitt, how you ever want to refer to him, because the true fans will call him Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
Anyway, since they made their names,
Yeah.
we're talking independence level name before coming to WWE.
Right.
They both had big names in the independent scene.
Yep.
Before coming here, they just got most people already knew who AJ Styles was because he came right to the main roster. Finn didn't, but he still, because he wasn't as known to the WWE universe until he came to there. So he was kind of like, he was basically on that transition of getting to AJ's level.
Okay.
Right? It's probably about a year or two off from AJ being, more. If he came over a few years later, he would be like, oh, we know who that is. Mind frame. Anyway,
All right.
So since they made their name, they've never wrestled.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you go all the way back. I mean, like, unless this was over 10 years ago,
It's possible. It could have been even before then, but it was in back, no TV cameras or anything. It could have been something like small. It could have just been like a back, like, who knows? But AJ didn't mention that.
Right.
On Raw Talk. So that's how...
Because, I mean, the last time that there was a chance of them even having a match together was just before Finn left
New
Japan. But the thing was, the night that he got kicked out of Bullet Club, later that night, AJ took over.
Yeah.
Like, AJ wasn't even a member of Bullet Club at the beginning of that show.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm your new leader. What's up?
Yeah.
And they were like, all right. Oh, you kicked out your previous leader? I'm the new one now. And you're like, okay. And the weird part is, it was a year later that AJ gets kicked out.
No, I thought he was in there for a longer. Oh,
No.
really?
Yeah.
Because I thought he wasn't he? Because he had the IWGP Championship as part of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But he was there. He held that for 2 years. He was 2 different times.
Yeah.
Over 2 years.
Yeah. Only one of those times did he hold it as the Bullet. As the head of the
Oh,
Bullet
okay.
Club.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Did not know that part.
Because it was kind of weird how AJ's, because 2013 the Bullet Club forms.
Yeah.
It's 2014. It's been 4 years, and Kenny Omega only took over after AJ got kicked out, and AJ, that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So it's kind of one of those that, like, Finn was part of it for 2 years, and then AJ took over for 1 year and then left again.
And then Kenny Omega's a leader for now a year, almost 2.
Yeah.
So when is he gonna get kicked out?
I mean, I don't know.
Whenever he signs with the WWE.
Exactly, pretty much, because that's how it works.
Basically,
You sign by WWE, you get kicked out of the Bullet Club.
You're not allowed to be in the Bullet Club if you are the. But the elite will always be true.
Until you get kicked out.
Yeah. Or you come to WWE, all the people who are part of the elite are part of WWE, and then you're just like, you get a little too sweet action in the ring.
Oh, by the way, talking about two sweets. Yeah, there were a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I have to say right away, their chain wrestling to start the match was brilliant.
Let's just before we get to that part.
Okay.
Can we just say this? Now the WWE announce team are idiots because they are. It's Cole, but really Vince McMahon is the idiot.
Yeah.
Because he has to make it sound like his product is better than everything.
Well, of course.
Not even it's better than anything, but this is not what he thinks has never happened before, even though we know it has never happened before. They were chanting, "This is awesome" before they even touched the bell rung. That has happened before.
Oh yeah.
Many times. But the announce team was saying that's never happened before. Has. Shut up, Vince. Anyway, that was awesome.
Well, so one of the rules in wrestling overall, if it's not on tape, it never happened.
Well, yeah.
So if you can't prove it with a video, it never happened. So this AJ Finn match that may or may not have happened in the past 20 years has never happened.
Officially happened.
You can't prove that it happened
until we can hook up a machine and bring up memories, see someone else's memories.
Exactly. And videotape it.
No. If we can just see it from their version of it, then we know it happened. But that would be really weird.
Yeah. So that match never happened. So they were 100% right to say these two have never faced each other in the ring before.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about this is
this is awesome.
This is awesome.
That happens like once a month.
I know. Before the bell even rings.
I know.
So that I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. Stop that.
But anyway, even the fact that AJ later said they had had a match before. Guess what? It doesn't matter.
No.
Because we haven't seen it in WWE.
Right.
Independent.
We didn't see it in New Japan.
And even if you could, some people out there who were at that show remember it. It was probably, because the way AJ said it, it was a back walk, like it was like a back door, small.
Probably maybe 100 people saw it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The majority of the wrestling community has not seen it. Therefore, it's just as big as if they officially never have.
This is a match that you could have at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
and have very little to no build up.
Yep.
And just be like, no, these are members of the club that are going to face off against each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can literally have AJ win WWE, Nakamura saying, I want it, AJ like, okay, and do nothing else until from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania between those two. And we can literally walk in and just be like, okay.
Yeah.
And people would be like, the second Nakamura's hit, this is awesome chant would start.
Oh, of course.
It would probably be like, oh, we're seeing the little catch thing of them, the little catch-up thing of their story.
This is awesome.
This is awesome. We won't hear it from watching it TV.
Right.
But they'll be chanting. It'll come back and they're already chanting, this is awesome. Because we want to see this. The second Nakamura got signed and AJ Styles we knew was.
Oh yeah.
We're like, we want this after that.
This is the dream match that we want now.
Yeah. This is our dream match at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, not the fucking Universal. No. WWE.
Yes.
I'll take the Intercontinental though too.
I know.
US okay, but I'd rather have the Intercontinental over that. But WWE would be better because it takes one step what they didn't fight for in New Japan.
So
okay, back to the wrestling.
Yeah.
Your notes.
The chain wrestling to start this off, I was absolutely brilliant. These two guys just know their shit.
Oh yeah.
And know how to call out that chain wrestling spots.
Oh yeah.
By the way, AJ has a tell when he communicates.
Oh really? What was it?
If you notice, any time that he goes into somebody when he puts somebody in the corner, he leans in and like headbutts them in the shoulder. He's he's communicating at that moment.
Oh yeah.
And then he does the Irish whip.
Interesting.
And I picked up on that way back with TNA.
Oh really?
Because some guys, it's really easy to see when they do their communications.
You mean like when they're in a chokehold and they happen to cover their mouth?
See, that one's horrible.
Yeah.
Triple H is very good with his. It's usually in the lockup and he leans in, and because he has a deep lockup.
Yeah.
Able to communicate that in. Usually another one is when he's any of his hold moves.
Yeah.
He is communicating the next 6 moves.
Yep.
He's really good on that. John Cena, not so much.
No.
Sometimes he's been known to actually yell it out.
Yeah.
Combo 73! You're like, is he ordering Chinese food? I don't get what's going on. And, yeah. You could tell that AJ was leading this match.
That's not a surprise.
And I mean, and it's purely a lead. It's not a carry.
No.
Because Finn was telling spots as well. You can see those happen too.
AJ was the ring general because he has more experience.
Yes.
But he was like, talking about we had 2 ring generals in there.
Oh,
AJ
probably.
was the official ring general. Finn probably said, wait, we're getting this vibe. Let's try this really quickly.
Yeah.
And
hey, what about this spot? Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh yeah, okay."
They were probably given almost no notes on the match.
They probably didn't have time.
Exactly.
They were probably the agent because they were given notes. Let's be honest. They were given notes.
Oh, of course.
And my notes they were given to Finn because AJ was flying in.
Yes.
And probably didn't have much time to go over the match. He probably said, "We'll do this, and this is how we'll end it." Basically, that's probably what they did. We'll call the rest of the ring, and we'll just tell like, follow us. They're very familiar with the camera angles by now. Saying they say, "Here are our main spots. Follow us. Once you get this spot, just follow what we're doing. Trust me, you'll see what we're planning long before." And they probably were communicating with the ref in different ways too to send the spots back to the truck if they were doing a lot of calling in the ring,
Right.
so they could be in the right spots.
Oh yeah.
It's not. This was not the CM Punk John Cena TLC Money in the Bank match where they asked for the agent came. So what's the spots? And Cena said,
I don't know. Talk to him.
And CM Punk said, "We're calling it in the ring." And the agent's like, "No, I need to know this for camera angles." And it's like, and he turned to Cena and he's like, "Why are you looking at me? Talk to him." And CM Punk said, We're calling it in the ring.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We're calling it in the ring." And can you just imagine that agent having to go back to Vince and go like,
they're calling it live in the ring.
It's like, you know the guy you just re-signed halfway, you just signed?
After firing him?
No,
Well, not
guy,
firing him.
You know the guy because they were signing, CM Punk did re-sign his contract to the middle of TLC.
I know.
So like, you know the guy who's there? Yeah, he's already pulling shit. He's saying he's not giving me camera angles, but he's calling it the ring and refuses to answer that. That's why CM Punk got buried after that.
Probably.
Who cares? It was a great match. Anyway.
Yeah, no, for me, so I counted the false finishes because you know that it was happening in this match very particularly. The 1, 2, sweet!
Yeah.
Yeah. That, so AJ got 4 of those.
Not surprised.
Finn only got 1. Like, Finn only had, 1 2 count that AJ kicked out of.
That was official. Like, could have been an official end.
No. There was only 1
Wow.
attempted pin on, one pin that got to 2.
Well, that's because
on AJ.
Because when the demon goes for the pin.
Oh, whatever.
You know.
But overall, that calf crusher segment, spot.
Oh yeah.
I was like, is he going? First of all, I've had this complaint about people in the past that are they going to be selling the injury for the rest of the night?
Yeah.
And Finn sold that knee until literally the final spot.
Even the first time he drop kicked AJ into the
boom, he drops down and he
grabbed
right to the knee again, right to the knee. And I was like, all right, they're selling it.
He rolled out, got onto the top. Too much time.
Yep.
Pele kick. Oh, that was a beautiful Pele kick.
It was beautiful.
But then a few seconds later, another drop kick. The demon's power was flowing.
Yep.
And we got a Demon King. They're calling him the Demon now again.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna have a Demon King? Is the Demon King even more powerful?
Okay, it would be hilarious to have Finn versus Triple H. Only one of them gets to walk out being called the King.
No. If you're gonna do
Triple H is like, I'm burying the shit out of you, kid. I am the King of Kings.
No.
You may be the Demon King, but I am the King of you, bitch.
No.
Rock's like, hey, your wife's the bitch. That's it, man. You and me, WrestleMania. Nobody calls my wife a bitch other than me and her father and probably her brother. And definitely her mom. Her mom can get away with it.
And our oldest daughter, she's done that. That didn't go over well.
I put my hands up and literally walked out of that room.
Saying, you're on your own, girl.
I am not part of this. See you later. Hopefully.
If you survive. Bye. The youngest two followed quickly after.
They're like, no, we're out too.
You're on your own.
What's that over there? Oh, hey.
And then Jericho popped in and was like, here, Rock, here's a list of all my insults for Stephanie over the years. Rock starts to read them. It's like, that's it.
That's gonna be the setup.
Oh yeah,
between Rock and and Triple H for WrestleMania.
Oh no, that segment they had like 2 years ago in the ring about where they're gonna go to eat.
Oh, that was almost a month ago now.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
gonna be the build. That's
Okay.
They're just gonna like, remember that? We're doing it now.
No. So what I have to say, because Finn did attempt, I don't know, there was some stuff that was like overall could have been better.
Yeah.
Finn's attempt at the 1916. He clearly like did not do it right the first time, and that could have been on AJ. Not taking the move before and not knowing how the spot is supposed to be.
Yeah.
AJ's corner Hurricanrana, which in TNA he would do off the top of a cage.
Oh, I know.
Super. Or run along. Like, man, some of the risks that he did in TNA were insane.
Yeah. He'll never do this in WWE not because he wouldn't do them, because WWE won't let him.
No. But that could have been a little bit better.
It was still beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was. Finn was jumping.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously jumping more than should have been.
Probably what happens is just he didn't get the foot enough in position to make it look better.
Yeah.
So it was obviously that Finn had a bill. For someone who just flew how many hours?
12.
And
I don't
put
know.
on a mat like a 4.5. Actually, I'd probably say 4 3/4 star match.
Okay. Because I'm giving it 4 1/4.
Really?
So the reason that I'm only giving it 4 1/4, because with more planning, it could have been a 5-star match.
Oh no! The reason why I'm giving it a 4 3/4
Okay.
star so close to a 5 is because with that planning, I think we could have, assuming WWE let them have enough time.
Exactly. That's
just the thing. Even with not as much, and I'm not talking about an hour, but I'm just talking a little bit. Like if you gave him 5 more,
45 minutes.
45 minutes, even just 40 minutes. I think we could have gotten. You could get a little bit more planning. Like they didn't have AJ just flying in.
Yes.
We could have literally gotten a 6-star level match.
Oh, probably.
Out of them.
The storytelling between the two of them would have been beautiful.
I mean, it was beautiful as it was now.
I
but
know.
Like more time with AJ being fully rested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I mean,
that's why I gave it the 3 because it was so close to like almost what we consider perfection 5-star.
Yes.
With very little like from what we understand the situation was. Who knows how much time they actually had? But anyway.
Yeah.
Is that with more time?
It would have been much more. It would have been beautiful.
We could have gone. That was probably the closest we'll get for a very long time. Other than maybe Nakamura and AJ at WrestleMania.
Yes.
If we get it this year,
which
I think we are. Nothing has shown me that we're not getting it yet.
No, nothing yet.
And I'm paying closely attention to what we from now until WrestleMania to see where they're going with AJ and Nakamura. Anyway, closest we'll get to even a potential over a 5-star level in WWE anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because there's no one else. There's no one else.
No.
There's
Not
no
right
one else on Raw who's close and capable doing that, and there's no one on SmackDown.
Maybe Joe.
Oh, well, he's not even wrestling lately.
But
he's
yeah,
still recovering from his knee
still
injury.
still recovering.
Well, yeah, Joe. Obviously. Hey, let me put it this way: if we're not getting Nakamura and AJ at WrestleMania, we better hell get Samoa Joe and AJ at WrestleMania.
I know. That's
the only match I will allow for AJ to be in, besides Nakamura.
I mean, at the same time, AJ elevates pretty much everybody he's in the ring with.
See, here's the thing. I kind of would rather have Nakamura first because it still has enough time. Enough time we still freshly remember their Wrestle Kingdom
11.
No, 11 was just this past year.
Sorry,
Wrestle
10.
10. No.
Yeah, it was the year before the Omega one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was.
Because
yeah.
Because he was able to leave and then show up at the Royal Rumble weeks later.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I do remember that. Okay,
and everyone was like, "Wait,
that's right.
What?"
Yes, okay.
Because the plan was originally that he would have to wait until late February or March to come in.
Yeah.
And you were like, "That's going to be way too close to try to put him into WrestleMania."
Yeah.
And instead, it was like, "Hey, I'm here at Royal Rumble," and you're like, "All right, that's cool."
I still find it funny that he was coming in as a low card
I know.
And the pop confused Vince.
I know.
And then
He was like, "What?"
And then
they know who he is. It's like,
And-
yes, you have wrestling fans that come see your wrestling show. It's sports entertainment, damn it.
I know. But anyway, it's still close enough to that so people remember it. We can get a really good match off of them. And because you can really have AJ and Joe whenever because their history is so deep.
I mean, it would be like bringing in Christopher Daniels at this point. You're just like, no, I want to see them have a battle, but I know that they're friends, and it would be something that you would build to them fighting.
Here's what I want. I want, if I can't have Samoa Joe and AJ at WrestleMania, I want them at next year's SummerSlam.
Yes.
And then I want the following year, WrestleMania 35. I don't care. I just want it for one match. Bring goddamn Christopher Daniels in and have a triple threat between the three of them.
Oh my God.
And hell, why not? Why not throw in Kenny Omega and Nakamura and just have Nakamura and Kenny Omega in their own little separate matchup there as well.
All right.
One match only.
So yeah, I'm giving it 4. But for me, the funniest moment of this entire thing, and partly because of how much Vince and the WWE machine has been trying to kill off the Bullet Club in one way or another.
Yeah.
Immediately after Finn's win and his hand gets raised, they cut to a guy in the crowd wearing a Bullet Club t-shirt. Not a Balor Club. Bullet Club t-shirt. And then a good 2 hard seconds of it being on the guy, and then it cuts away to the rest of the crowd, and I was like, they didn't realize what shirt he was actually wearing.
Yep.
And I'm like, it just shows that the Bullet Club are the biggest thing in the industry. They are right now what Austin was in the late 90s.
Oh, yeah. And here's the funny thing. While they were both kicked out of the Bullet Club,
Oh, yeah.
they're still part of the Bullet Club.
They are. Bullet Club is for life.
Yes.
You kick somebody out for storyline, and that's it.
Because they're leaving New Japan, most likely for WWE.
Right.
Which is kind of funny because it's actually a funny little storyline that it was actually the Bullet Club that had kicked off the war between WWE because they keep kicking people out who go to them instead of saying, no, go win that, we'll join you soon, my friend. It's like
no,
oh,
you're out.
WWE? Fuck you, we're out.
Yeah, you're out, dude.
Yeah.
Not cool.
But,
not cool, bro. You're selling out.
I love how I saw someone online posted this saying after that Vince McMahon ordered them to give the 2 Sweet as a way to fly in the face of the Young Bucks.
No. The two of them just did it because that's who they are.
Yeah. There was no way Vince McMahon told him to do the 2 Sweet.
No.
And if they got in trouble for it, Triple H probably came in like,
seriously?
He's like, he probably came in like, guys, don't worry about it because I'm gonna go over and tell. I'm gonna go over there. If he says he's gonna follow through with the threat of like just jobbing you two out, I'm gonna go over there and slap him and tell him I'm taking over.
Yeah.
He's
like, this isn't some Madison Square Garden curtain call crap, okay?
No. He's like,
we know what they're part of here.
He's like, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna slap him and threaten to put him in a nursing home.
Yeah.
And not a rich nursing home, a poor nursing home.
No, I know one. The one that I'm thinking of, we're gonna put him in the one in Rochester. And you're like, whoa, dude, not that one.
No, not that one. Like, what? Rochester, New York?
No.
There's other places that have not named Rochester.
Rochester, New Hampshire.
Oh, God.
The town that's called Rottenchester.
Rottenchester.
Roch Vegas.
I'd say that applies to the one in New York.
Not so
really,
much.
Not really.
No.
That's actually a pretty nice city.
So the final match of the card of the night, the 3-on-5 tables, ladders, and chairs match, where we have Kurt Angle and the Raw Tag Team Champion Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Kane, Braun Strowman, Cesaro, Sheamus, and that guy with the Intercontinental Championship, the Miz, whatever.
Yeah, no
really,
one big.
But quite honestly,
no one big. Not like he's the second biggest face of the company.
The weirdest part is the way that the match plays out. He does feel that way.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, and the Miz is here too, and you're like, yeah, but all the promos he's leading.
But see, the thing is,
during the match, he's like, I'm gonna be over here.
But see, the funny thing is though, that actually to me was like more like he's leading. by
It's-
staying behind.
And that's also purely his character.
Oh yeah,
He's like, no, you guys take care of that. I'm gonna sit over here for a while.
yeah,
I'm gonna hang out here.
yep. I'm gonna come in when I'm needed.
Right.
Which is why the team broke down.
Oh yeah.
That's why the big Strowman turned on them all.
Well, see, Strowman turning on them makes sense because of the way that he was, injured and whatever, beaten up during the match. And Kane's random turn halfway through this match or near the end of it didn't fully make sense.
Well, the thing, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. Well, I gather what they were trying to tell was that because Kane accidentally hit Strowman, and Strowman got in his face.
Right.
Kane was like, his turn was, no, you don't do that to me.
That part of it makes sense, that there would be the breakdown between the two of them. Kane then going on to literally beat up everybody else on the team doesn't make sense.
When did he beat up everyone else on the team?
That was Braun.
That was Braun.
So, okay, sorry. Braun's suddenly doing that, him and Kane make sense.
Well,
Because, really, truth be told, you can build up Kane and Braun Strowman going into WrestleMania as the brand new Brothers of Destruction, which would be kind of cool. But I don't think we're going to get Kane for that long.
No, but anyway, they're already trying to build up. They have to build him back up. So when he faces Strowman,
Yes.
he looks strong, and they sacrifice Finn to him
on
Raw.
Yeah.
So 5 steps forward, 8 steps back.
Yeah, I know.
With Raw over Finn. Anyway, but no, it didn't make sense. Actually, it made sense to me that Strowman turned on everyone because he went after Kane.
Right.
Everyone else tried to stop him from there.
Yeah, and then he just kind of ran through
He's
everybody.
like, he pushed them off so he could get to Kane.
Yes.
He wasn't trying to attack them to.
Oh, no.
So they just attacked him. They were trying to stop him from Kane because they wanted unity. Makes sense. But Strowman's character is like, no, when I want something, I take care of it. You get in my way, I take you out.
I take care of you, too.
Yeah. So then I do think it was funny that we watched The Miz commit murder on the network.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't him committing murder. The guy who pulled the switch,
I know.
he ordered the person to take murder, so he was still culpable under the law. The guy who actually committed it was an idiot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so and then the fans actually chanted, "Miz committed murder" after that too.
I know. There was a weird chant going on for a little
Miz
bit.
committed murder, or something like that. It was great. I was like, way to call that out, people.
Yeah.
I almost half expected to see Braun Strowman rip out the top of that for a second.
I was hoping for something.
I think it would be great, but we knew Angle was coming back out. Anyway, first off, you set the setup wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was the Shield with honorary member Kurt Angle, not the Raw Tag Team Champions Seth and Dean.
I'm
with
sorry,
Kurt
dude.
Angle.
I'm sorry, dude.
He came out with the vest. He was an honorary member of the Shield for the night. Get it right. Anyway, you could tell when he showed up in the entrance, the fans were not ready for it.
No.
Because they were waiting for his music, and then pop. Because they weren't ready for it, they tried to sing along to the "You Suck" to Angle.
Yeah, it didn't work with the Shield music.
It didn't work with the music, but it still is what they did. It's
Right.
As a fan's love for Angle is what we do to him. We
Right.
tell him he sucks. We've been doing it for years. When we hated him as a heel, when he became a babyface, we still did it as an honorary thing. And it's a thing of endearment. We do it to John Cena now, too. Because we endear to him. As much as we hated Cena for a lot of shit over the years, he's earned our respect to a point. So, but that was kind of cool. But when Angle came back, by the way, damn, Angle's good at selling shit.
Yeah, he is.
Props for taking a table spot.
Yep.
And then selling the shit out. Because when they had it stop, the rest of it stop, and he went down. I'm like, oh, he might actually be hurt.
Oh, when the table didn't break?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about like the power slam. Braun Strowman did the power slam.
Oh,
That broke.
yeah.
I'm talking about when the refs are carrying Angle to the back. He's on the ramp, and they cut to him, and he just they stop, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And he just kind of goes down to a knee. I'm like, "Oh my god, he may actually be really hurt." I mean, they're filming this. I'm like, in the back of my mind,
Yeah.
he's probably either they don't know he's actually really hurt, because this was obviously this was the spot he was supposed to go back, but maybe he just landed wrong and he's hurt, and they don't realize it, because you notice how they didn't see it. You don't really see much of him like in that kind of shot after that.
Yep.
So they kind of played that. Maybe they weren't sure. That's why they stopped filming him. Who knows? Anyway, when he came back out, I don't think he was going to come back. He was originally planned to come back out with his music. I think he was just going to come out and just show up.
Yeah, that's true.
His music hit because the fans were waiting to pop for him.
I know.
In the beginning, so they had to get that pop. Because the WWE thought he'd pop. They would pop big, see him as part of the Shield. No, we wanted him to come from his angle. Who cared if he didn't have his tights on or anything like that?
I know.
We just wanted to see him.
I was
come out
hoping
to
for the
win.
tights though. For the singlet.
So when he came back out, we got that pop, and we got angle. That stare, they constantly kept pointing that stare. When he came back out, we had that stare. He was all angle there. Oh yeah, and then I love how like when he put the ankle lock on the Miz. And the Miz is like scrambling for the ropes.
Yeah.
He called it the thing and he's like, nope.
He does that like it's such a weird. I'm gonna hold your ankle and just drag you backwards.
Yep. He does it to everybody, and he's done that to the Big Show.
Yeah.
And made it look like he really was physically dragging and this was at some of the Big Show's heaviest times. He does that, and it's like, wow.
I know.
But yeah, obviously. I'm kind of disappointed that Miz didn't tap out to the ankle lock.
Yeah,
that would have been great because, but the finish was still good.
Still, we had to have the triple power bomb.
But you think, but when, as you like to say, it's an insult move. It actually worked in this case with Angle.
Oh yeah, it did
because it was an insult to the Miz, who's been insulting him for months now.
Right.
So it actually worked. If Roman was in there and they did it, that's how they would have done it.
Right.
It would have been stupid.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that good.
So, but no, overall, I think you called it early, the best thing outside before one of our pre-show talks.
Yes.
This was a spot fest.
Yes, it was.
But that's what it was always going to be.
Exactly.
But let's put it this way: it's a spot fest done right.
Exactly.
This is what the TLC matches, the original TLCs back in the Attitude Era, were like.
They were meant these types of matches. These definitely the gimmick matches are meant for spots.
But here's the difference between being a spot fest that's like, oh, here's a spot. Oh, there's a spot. We're setting up just for a next spot. This is clearly set up the next spot. Where
right.
The original TLC matches, if you go back and watch them, yes, they set up for the spots, but you had people. Yes, the Hardys were still green. Edge and Christian was still green, but you had the Dudley Boys who weren't.
Who were used to putting people through tables every day.
Not just putting people through the tables, but setting up spots without people realizing they're setting up those spots.
Yeah.
In the background.
They're like, oh, that table's been set up, but it hasn't been used for a while because they stopped him from using it. And, oh my God, there's the spot.
Yeah. There was a good flow in the match. There was so much going on, not just spots, but action, like actual fighting and stuff like that. Before spot, that it drew your attention. That everything just flowed. In this match, there were spots that was like, okay, the Kane, Strowman turning thing was a little bit much in a sense. I liked it. It was done well. It fit overall with the flow. But it did kind of feel out of place because just to kind of fill time.
Yeah.
To make the other heels not look so stupid when the Shield won.
Oh, all right.
In the end. But at the same time,
yeah. We knew that the Shield was going to be walking out the winners.
Regardless if Angle's there or Roman Reigns.
We knew that this was meant to be a big win for the Shield.
Yeah.
No matter what, like if you had Roman in there, I don't think it would feel as good of a win. Oh no. You would have been like, yeah, and they won because, Roman, especially you look at some of the spots near the end, Dean and Seth spearing.
That was early in the match.
That was earlier in the match?
Yeah, that was early in the match.
Huh.
That was before Angle got taken out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
no,
that was already
no,
right
no.
before.
The spot that they had before Angle was them putting Strowman and Kane through the announce tables.
Oh, that spot?
Yeah, no, this was the spearing somebody.
Yeah, no,
through
that was
into
before Angle got taken out. Angle was still in the match. Angle didn't really do as much in the beginning
I
of the
keep
match.
forgetting how long they spent up on the ramp.
Yeah.
By
They
the way,
spent a lot.
when over 10 minutes of your match is just on the ramp between 8 people,
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous.
But let's put it this way. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It couldn't have gotten much better because it was still pretty good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
At least they were on an elevated surface, whereas a lot of times when they're on the floor level, and if you don't have a high seat and you're in the
You
front
have
row,
no idea what's happening.
and you're a few rows back from the front, you don't really get to see much. You have to watch there, and most people, if I was there, like, I'm not paying to be in this seat
to watch the
screen when I want to see it there. Which is one of the things that WWE has done really well in the last few years. But then they finally started going back out into the brawls and all that. They may have been on the floor level for a while. They found ways to get them in an elevated spot. Like they went out in the crowd. They quickly got them up onto a second row, so people on the front row, on the ground floor, can look up and actually see them.
Right.
Versus just kind of fighting in that one little area for no reason, or getting them up on the stage or something like that. But nah, I don't know what you mean. But yeah, but that spot was there. But yeah, that spot was Roman's.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were right, if your theory about the angle spots of getting taken out and coming back out was gonna be Roman's spot.
Yep.
His return would not have been as big as
he
Angle's.
wouldn't have gotten the pop to come.
He would have gotten booed.
He would have been like, "Huh, he's back."
It's like we knew this. It's like,
okay.
And him selling the being taken out would not have been.
It would
as
have
good as
not been
It was
good.
like he'll be back, and we're gonna boo.
Yep.
Because we know Vince put that spot there to get him over, to make him look better when he came back all from injury, and to make him look better. And we're all going to boo the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're not letting you get him over one-on-one. If you want to push the entire Shield together and make him a complete unit and push them equally, we're on board. It's very clear.
Yeah.
But you use this, as we all know it is for, just to get some cheers on Reigns before going against Brock.
That's all it is.
Then we're not getting behind it. So
I know.
But no, overall it was good. It was good. AJ and Finn was far better because it was an actual wrestling match.
I know.
But that's the thing. The two matches were distinctly different. They weren't supposed to be wrestling matches.
Nope.
One was supposed to be a Spot Fest brawl. The other one was supposed to be a wrestling classic, which it almost was.
I know. So now
on a
we
nothing
are...
pay-per-view.
So now we are at...
Who won?
I mean, you won. You had
yeah.
six correct and 1 wrong. I had 4 correct and 3 wrong.
I thought I actually had 2 wrong.
Nope.
I gotta write my picks down.
No.
I swear, I'm always figuring out. Oh wait, I thought I picked this one. Oh, nope, I was wrong on that one.
So right now I'm 40 correct and 42 wrong. You are 43 correct and 39 wrong.
Yes.
So you're 3 ahead of me.
You're 3 ahead of you. My lead has been extended.
I know. So what's the next? Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm not catching up there either.
No, what's going to happen in Survivor Series, we're probably going to get another draw.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be another tie because it's going to be a whole bunch of obvious wins and obvious losses.
Well, if anything has taught us anything, we gotta stop going with what we want to happen and just pick what we know is gonna happen.
What the most obvious answer is.
Yeah, and then when that doesn't happen, we can be surprised. Like I got it wrong because it actually.
I got it wrong, and I'm glad I did.
But here's the thing: we got it wrong because it wasn't just change it so people weren't, the obvious thing wasn't happening.
Yeah,
like Vince loves to do. No, it was. It comes off as being done as no. That was a good twist. And we didn't see it happening, and it wasn't done just to have it happen.
Yeah.
But that most of the time, that's just Vince saying, change that. And sometimes with 2 minutes left in the match. Damn you, Vince and Kevin Owens and AJ Styles for the U.S. title.
I know.
I'm still not over that.
Fuck
the owl.
Anyway, so there were now onto news and rumors. So there were a couple of releases, as we said. Emma is one of them. Then also Summer Rae, who hasn't been doing anything for a long time.
She's been injured.
Yeah.
So.
And Darren Young, who's also been injured.
We all know why that one was there.
Because of his injury and the fact that he hasn't been performing.
Sure. Yeah, that's the one.
I mean,
No.
the only logical, from a business standpoint, reason.
Yeah, because no one's, Anyway, moving on.
Also, Triple H is going to be on, or is currently on, the WWE road trip for the UK as a wrestler. Sorry, sports entertainer. Superstar? What are we looking at? Superstar. Okay. Which means that there's a possibility that the man is shaking off some ring rust, which would be awesome if they're building towards something. Say, WrestleMania?
I don't know. Who could he be facing at WrestleMania?
Oh, there's another gentleman who they're saying that there's news and rumors that there's big plans for him at WrestleMania.
Who would that be?
The current GM of Raw, Kurt Angle.
That's funny because there's other news and rumors of a certain Great One's return to the ring at WrestleMania.
That sounds electrifying, my friend.
Yes, it does.
Could it be a triple threat match?
It could. Or maybe it's just a one-on-one.
I know.
Between the Great One, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, versus
and the King of Kings. The Game. The cerebral assassin.
You're going into Macho Man mode?
I'm getting there, brother.
It makes no sense.
I don't know. I can't really do the Triple H growl.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot. I just can't
especially
get down
if your
there.
throat is sore or anything.
It's already sore. I got a
which
cold.
which makes it harder
I know.
and hurt more.
And I got a stuffy nose.
Yeah, stuff you know.
My nose is all stuffy.
Your nose is a little red. It's so adorable. No, it's not.
Anyway, no, I mean, it would be, if Triple H is going to get back in the ring for WrestleMania, which we don't have The Undertaker anymore. You don't have that legend that keeps coming back for WrestleMania.
Hey,
What?
he's not retired.
Of course. He's retired. He's never coming back unless it's for the Hall of Fame and or for one of those Hall of Fame spots. Or legend spots.
You know what I really want to see happen?
At WrestleMania. Yeah.
You know what I want? I so badly want to see this. Just because if I could do this, if I had control of WWE in WrestleMania, I'd be like, what are you guys doing? I don't care. There's only one change I'm making. So the main event of Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship would be the same. The one change I'd make is, oh no, a ref took a bump. And then, the ref was down for a very long time for some reason.
Because it's always that way.
Yeah.
Those zebra stripes, man. You bump into them, they are down for ages.
Yeah. All of a sudden, hand comes up through the ring. And the lights turn off.
Whoa.
Undertaker comes out, choke slams, tombstones Roman Reigns, costing him the Universal Championship, and then disappearing.
Literally going back to the ring. Under the ring.
Literally going back under the ring. And that's how he retires.
Oh.
So yes, his final match was a
He
loss.
lost. Yeah.
But he came back one more time for payback. And Roman Reigns can bitch and play.
I mean, if you could do that for WrestleMania, that would be awesome.
Because it'd be
And
1
then,
year.
Either, what is it?
SummerSlam?
Was it Survivor Series 1990 or 89?
89, I believe.
Okay.
That he debuted.
And then Survivor Series 1989. Appearance disappears. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just he shows up once and you're like, oh, it's been 30 years, man.
Yeah.
And then he's like, thanks guys, what's up?
He's like,
Bye.
No, he shows the music up, comes out. No long entrance or anything, even though the druids come out.
Oh yeah.
And he never walks down, and they're like, why? Their flaming torches go off. Lights come on. He's in the ring. He's not an Undertaker here. He's like, hi guys, I'm Mark.
Hi, everybody. You actually find out that he has a really goofy voice.
Yeah.
He's like, so, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
And you're like, what? He's like, yeah, I've been faking my voice for years.
We know he doesn't because if you watch any DVD,
I know. Shh. He's been in character the entire time.
No, he hasn't actually.
Shut up.
He was not in character. Actually, there's been two. Actually, I think.
The American Badass is as little of the Undertaker character as possible. That's more real Mark.
Yeah, but no. I think it was the Triple H one. He was in character. The most recent one. He wasn't really in character. And his Undertaker one from like when he was still American Badass.
Yeah.
DVD. When he's talking, you can tell he's not talking like the Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
He's dressed more like the American Badass because that's what he was doing.
Right.
But at the same time, you can tell he was definitely. If he was, you may get a little bit of Undertaker in there. It was clearly Mark Calloway.
Yeah, Mark was showing up on
Mark
that
was definitely showing up, which was the only time. And for him, and that's the only two times he's actually really done interviews for like that.
Oh, I know.
I think he may have made an appearance in the Shawn Michaels one, but I can't remember. It's been a very long time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But so don't show up. That again would show up to only caliber level. They see willing to come out as out of character.
Well, the American Badass is basically how he dresses on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, I know.
He dresses like a biker.
Yep.
It's who he is.
Yep.
Like, which is absolutely weird because, you know, his wife, Michelle McCool, is like, I'm as much of a girly girl as possible. And you're like, all right, I mean, that's cool. And then you look over and, you know, there's this clearly 50, 60-year-old guy riding around on a motorcycle. And you're like, that's your husband? She's like, yeah, I don't really ride on the bike. My hair gets messed up. And you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, she does. There's photos.
Yeah.
There's photos.
Oh, I know.
I just find it funny because his first wife,
Sarah,
was more like him.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't last.
No.
And in that American Badass like DVD, he talked about having her name tattooed, saying this is the lifeblood.
I know.
And it's not there anymore.
I know.
He talked about how painful it is. Imagine getting that colored in.
I know.
And shaded to get away from it. That had to hurt.
Is it colored in or did he just have it removed?
He may have had it removed and had something else
And
put over
I think he's had something else put on
it.
since.
It's possible, but it's not
Yeah,
there.
because there was a time where it was just blank again, and I was like,
I don't think it was blank. I think
what happened to Sarah?
Yeah. He's like,
What?
I think because he had something else around it.
Yeah.
I think, but that spot was blank, so it didn't. It was. He had something done around it, so it looked like it was just a spot, part of the design a little bit. But when you really look closely, you're like, wait, that was where Sarah was.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
if you didn't look at it too closely, it just looked like a blank spot. Then he eventually filled it in when he could.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Him and Michelle McCool make such a better couple.
I know they do.
You know what the funny thing though is? I just find it so funny is that Michelle McCool was using the Styles Clash.
Yeah, she was.
In WWE. So
Yeah. The hell. I mean, really. Yeah, that's all I. Oh, wait, there's one other rumor.
what was that?
And we might as well fit this right in.
Okay.
So, Chris Jericho is currently not under contract.
We don't need to cover this.
But
it's not important.
he started kind of a Twitter feud with Kenny Omega.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's also talks that New Japan is looking for, because at Wrestle Kingdom they try to have an international star come in and do a spot and have something, some showcase.
Yeah.
Jericho coming back to Japan would be awesome.
Yeah.
And starting a feud with Kenny Omega now, especially since we know we're not getting Omega and Okada at Wrestle Kingdom.
Which is stupid.
Omega versus Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom? The stars are starting to align for it. It looks like there could be a possibility of this happening.
For the U.S. Championship?
Which would be crazy, actually.
I know. But it would work. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because we know New Japan, unlike WWE in the past, actually cares about their championships.
Yes.
And if there's a championship into pay-per-view, generally it gets defended.
Yes.
There's some cases that I've seen where not all of them gotten, but like Wrestle Kingdom all the championships are defended.
Yeah.
Unlike the Intercontinental Championship, went like 12 years without being defended. Give or take that, a lot of times the Intercontinental Champion was in the Money in the Bank ladder match when it was still at WrestleMania.
Yeah, or it was on the pre-show.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yep.
Seriously.
I love that. See, the funny thing is, I love the year that Miz won the Intercontinental Championship as a babyface.
Yeah.
And then lost it back to what's his name?
Describe him to me.
He was the one that didn't get revenge paid back for Cena. Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett, yeah.
Yeah, lost it back to Barrett at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The next night on Raw.
Yeah.
Where he got cheered for.
I know. It's fucking weird. But yeah, no, there looks like be a possibility of Jericho and Omega having a bit of a run together.
Interesting.
Now, it'd be cool because there's also talk that Omega is being courted to be part of Chris Jericho's Cruise. It's a wrestling cruise.
Yeah.
Which happens, I believe it was March.
How much are tickets?
I have no idea. I didn't really look into it because I was like, it's a cruise and there's wrestling. This is just going to be a little weird. Okay.
If it was a decent price,
I know.
I'd go all for it.
Oh, yeah.
And probably be thrown up off the side of the ring.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It would be cool to see, Wrestle Kingdom, they have a match. The Cruise, they have a match. And then, if things worked out beautifully, SummerSlam, they have a match. In a perfect world, they would have 3 major matches over 3 different promotions. Beautiful things could happen.
I have news for you.
What?
I know you don't want to hear this.
What?
We don't live in a perfect world.
I know. Vince ruins things for me.
So I thought you were going to say Vince Russo ruins things for me. But
I mean, Vince Russo ruins a lot of things.
I was like, wait, I don't know why. I get what you're saying, but why was I thinking Russo?
I don't know.
Vince is going to...
Because Vince Russo ruins everything that he's part of eventually.
Yeah, probably. Oh, so breaking news.
Oh.
Yes. So, you know how
sorry.
How we have like the cruiserweights have been closing out Raw lately?
Yes.
So there's things that Dave Menster has pointed out that Vince no longer cares about the main event on Raw because the last hour people drop off dramatically no matter who he's putting in there.
Well, I mean, there might have been a reason for it. You had Roman Reigns in every single one of your end of show promos.
Yep.
Nobody cared about it anymore.
Nope.
Really, the last hour of Raw became the Roman Reigns show.
Yep. So, but because of that, he is more... If you want to see what Vince McMahon cares about, you got to pay attention to what's right around the end of the 9 o'clock going into the 10 o'clock hour. That is the main event for Vince McMahon now. And anything after that segment is he doesn't care about. Which is why the cruiserweights have been being put there. Maybe
that should have been also a clue that having Raw be 3 hours long is no longer necessary.
Oh, they can't do that. Shortening the time would just mean it's losing money.
No, it's not. You're not having to spend the money on TV production.
Well, there is some good news.
I mean, the house show itself for Raw and SmackDown, during their live shows, it's a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
So why not have, 8 to 9 be your I
know.
Oh my God, you could have it be their cruiserweights the 205 live during that hour.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah, whatever.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just forgot it.
I don't know. What were you trying to say?
There's something in my mind I was gonna
cruiserweights.
Say. Yeah.
9:45 to 10.
No.
Main event. Vince McMahon is a sleepy old man that after 10 p.m. doesn't care about anything.
He really doesn't. It's gonna be my
Triple H slides over and he's like, "All right, Vince, here's your blanket. We're gonna set you up.
Here's some warm milk.
Yeah, here's your warm milk. I wanted tea. Don't worry about it."
Oh crap! It's not coming to me. Damn it! That's what happens when you get like 4.5 hours of sleep.
Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that.
But it'll come to me.
Okay.
Oh well.
Anyway, that's all we've got, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week, and we're out.
Really? Okay.